The engine is starting up.
For launch. GC, go. Guidance, go. Fido, go. Prop, go. GNC, go. Max, go. Eagle, go. Ecom,
go. Pending final steps. The cabin link check.
3, 2, 1.
Is there anyone here that would like to communicate with us? Can you give us a sign?
Welcome to the R.I.F.T Nation Network, the R&N, putting a slide in your glide and a dip in your hip. Welcome to the mothership, the home of the travelers of the universe. With shows throughout the week, you can find us at Instagram, Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, Spotify, and more. Everything you could want, everything you can need right here, right now. From the paranormal to the supernatural. From comedy to the spiritual. And now, your featured show. Shall we begin?
It's showtime, folks!
Podcast may contain material that some listeners may find sensitive, offensive, or disturbing. We strive to create respectful and informative content, but topics discussed may include mature themes such as violence, explicit language, or controversial subjects, triggering content including discussions related to mental health, trauma, or other sensitive issues, explicit language. Occasionally, our guests or hosts may use strong language. While we aim to handle these topics with care and empathy, we encourage listeners to exercise discretion. If you find any content distressing, consider skipping or seeking support. Remember that this podcast is not a substitute for professional advice. If you need assistance, please consult a qualified expert.
Good evening, travelers and those alike. Welcome to the show. I'm Ed the Hitman Odell.
And I'm Rhonda Harris.
And this is the Orion Effect right here on the R.I.F.T Nation Network. Wow, I look a little too bright. That's crazy.
You are very bright.
You notice that? I'm like,
You're
wow.
glowing.
I'm glowing. And I don't need to be glowing tonight. That's the thing. All right, I got an idea. Hold tight. We're going to fix this light thing real quick. That's going to drive me crazy. Oh, that's better. Okay.
That is better, yeah.
Change up the light a little bit. I mean, it's been going fine. My freaking mouse keeps messing around.
I was like, what is I was looking. I thought it was me doing it.
No, it's my mouse. I don't know what the hell. It's just not.
Uh-oh.
Keeps
you have friends with you?
I hope not. No, it's just probably me, really. Just to let everybody know, I'm not going to be talking a lot tonight. I woke up this morning after a great show with the guys last night, and I get one side of my mouth taken care of, and then the other side starts to act
Oh
up. So,
gosh.
yeah, I've got some problems right here, and my glands are swollen.
Okay.
Uh-oh, that ain't good.
No, no, and there's nothing worse than that to deal with.
I agree. I agree. But we have a great show lined up for you. Nevertheless, we have some. We have a great panel. We've got the great crew that'll be coming on in just a second. But before we get into all that, I'm going to hand this on over to Rhonda. Let's say hello to our family.
Yeah, because everybody's been jumping on, which is exciting. Hello, Z Sun Dragon, our buddy Kevin and Heidi. Heidi, thank you so much, as always, for sharing us out. Jen, how are you doing from Newfoundland, Canada? Lois Clark, Michelle Wilfong. I think that's everybody for right now. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you for joining us.
And if you haven't said it already, come on, jump in and chat. Say
Don't
hi.
be shy.
Share us out. Let your friends and family know we're live right now. This is going to be an interesting topic tonight, so you probably do want to jump on. This is something that Rhonda and I have touched base on last year, but I think right now is a great time to dive a little deeper into the notes, and especially with the two individuals we have on right now. So, well, thank you, Jen. I appreciate that. I'm working on it. I'm really. I'm. That's why I don't have the.
It's okay. I feel the same. I don't have anything going on. I just like, whew, settling down.
Yeah,
Been on
you
the
have.
road all day.
I'm about to say you've had a wild weekend.
We've had a wild weekend. Yeah, and then a drive today, so
That's
just
good.
unpacking and settling back down to reality.
Reality sucks.
I think we all said that at least once this morning. Like, really, we've got to leave and go back to work and stuff like that.
How many of y'all were down at the beach this weekend?
It was me and Kim Sage and her husband. John Sullivan came down. MJ Dixon and her husband, because it was her birthday week celebration down there. Yeah. I feel like I'm missing somebody, but
Wow.
But yeah, we had a big crew down there, plus all the kids, and so it was a good time.
Wow. Sound like you definitely had the crew out there.
Oh yeah, the whole crew was there. We were missing a few, but next time we'll get everybody.
Well, you know what? We're saying that too. We're going to jump right into it, because all we did last night on Paranormal Outlaws is be outlaws, and
Yeah, I didn't even realize y'all were on. I would have watched before I went to bed because, well, I take that back. We were up late last night.
Yeah, well.
But I saw y'all on, and I was like, I'm gonna have to watch that replay because the Outlaws have not been around for a bit.
No, we've actually been away for a while, but we're getting back in the saddle. Same thing with G3. An hour after this show, catch up with Sean Elliott and our new host, Ronnie Anderson from
Ronnie's officially joined us.
Yeah.
Awesome.
They're official host and co-host of the show now, so we're really excited about that. So make sure to catch that at 9:00. But would you like to do this magnificent introduction to them, and I'll bring them on in our special crew?
Oh my gosh! Well, first we'll bring in Susan Swanbeck, who none of this would be possible without. She's constantly keeping us on our toes and keeping this network running. She's just one of the most amazing people ever. And then we also have Joni Templeton Skinner, who she kind of fills in the gaps with everything and covers for Susan to keep us all straight. So between the two of them, they keep us all straight. And two of my favorite women ever.
I like the way you put that one. Oh, look.
Playing with that again. Oh, I like that one.
Yeah,
where'd Joni go?
Here. Oops. My screen is black. I can't see you guys.
You can't see anything? Oh,
no. What do you think I did?
Can you hear? Well, I guess you can hear us.
I can hear you.
That's weird that we.
Is that weird?
You just fine.
I can't see. Well, I wonder what I did.
Is your camera on? Yeah, your camera.
Yeah, we can see.
Well, that's okay. I mean,
we'll work with it.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll do the best we can for you, Joni, and we won't do sign language. Do verbal as much as we can.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still
weird. Look, I'll show you. I'll take a picture. I don't know what I did. You know what? It's eclipse.
True.
I bet it's look. I'll show you.
What do you see?
Look. Can you guys see that?
That's
Oh, wow.
Look.
Okay, that's hilarious, actually.
Should
Yeah.
I go back out and try to come back in?
Give
Yeah,
it a
why not?
whirl and just see.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay, I'll leave and come back. So can you
Okay.
guys see that? Look.
Yeah,
Yeah,
there's nothing
Yeah.
there.
It's the eclipse because it's a black moon.
it's
Well, there you go.
there you go.
Jeez. Okay,
There
I'll
it
leave.
is.
I'll leave and come back.
Okay.
All right. Hey, Keith.
Listen, I'm loving your hair. I didn't realize it had gotten so long, and I love the color.
Yeah, I'm always changing the color of my hair.
It looks
It's
amazing.
vegan, so I get to do that a lot. But yeah, it's really long now.
I love
It
it.
has gotten very long.
The man likes long hair, so long hair
Okay,
it is.
yeah.
Back in is let's see, trying to pop in and out the back end. Okay, thanks, Keith. Appreciate you. I really do.
You own it.
And like y'all said, like I said before, I may not be speaking a lot, but I'll do the best I can. I'm going to let the ladies do a lot of talking tonight because it's really great, interesting. And I got some videos for everybody can comment on. So we're going to revisit the
baby.
forest, Rhonda.
Huh?
We're revisiting the forest.
Gosh, that was so freaking. The first time it just, I don't know.
It went by so fast, right?
It went by so fast.
Yeah.
You
There
see
you
it?
go.
I can see you guys now.
Nice.
Sue's purple hair.
I know it.
Please,
I love it. I love it.
Thank you.
Got flinky spicy.
It is
Hey,
spicy.
if I'm going to be the oldest of the podcast, I'm going to be the weirdest, okay?
No, it's not
I
weird.
wouldn't
It's
even call
actually
that.
pretty.
It's beautiful.
Well, thank you.
I
I am
like
the oldest. Are you 60?
Sue, I'll be
Yes.
65 tomorrow. Give me a
Damn!
break. So you're not the oldest. What the?
I wasn't going to say anything because I wasn't going to get.
Yeah. Here's how. Yeah, but you were pointing at me. He's like, look,
After you said it.
Damn!
you're not the oldest, Sue.
Well, I'm working towards it.
There you go. Where everybody, thank you for joining us tonight. What we're doing tonight is we're actually going to go visit the national forest of not just the United States, but of the world. There's been a lot of crazy things that have been going on across the board. And especially it's kind of picked up now since this last couple of months. And it really kind of doesn't make any sense, but I think we may see some links. So you may see where, there might be an oh shit moment coming. Just saying.
Okay.
Just putting it out there for everybody. So we got some videos for y'all. Yeah, purple. That's right, rocking the purple.
She looks like a rock star with her gloves and everything.
I
Well,
love
it's
that.
My
'cause
hands
it's pretty.
froze.
We'll catch those comments up now.
Yeah, rocking the purple.
Ah, Tanka.
Kev says, been missing your live, Susan, usually at work when you are on nowadays. So great to see you on here. Oh, excellent.
Yes, thank you. Thursdays now.
So, you don't look it by any means.
None
and-
of y'all look to be in your 60s. I'm just
No.
saying. None of you.
I thought Joni was younger than me.
No. But
Compliment.
well, thank you, dear, but no. I don't feel it. The body you can feel it when you get older.
Oh, yeah, I know.
Trying to, I
Yeah.
mean, stuff that you did when you were younger comes back to haunt you.
I know.
Like-
Your mind
like-
says, yeah. Your body says,
Yeah.
oh, hell no.
Well, like those little car wrecks we had when we were
Yeah.
teenagers,
Yeah.
or motorcycle wrecks.
Yep.
Then you have to get like knee replacements.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just weird.
Sure.
But, that's okay.
Well, let's move on. Tonight we're going to be discussing missing people in national forest. We're going to be talking mysterious and weird things. Why, when, where, and how. What could be causing this? And that's going to be the group discussion tonight while we talk to you guys in chat. Come on, join in, ask your questions, get your thoughts. So before we jump into the videos, let me get all y'all's general opinion on the insight of what you do know right at this moment about the interesting phenomenons of the at least right now, the United States forests.
You
Y'all
really
jump.
want me to tell you what I think?
Yeah, I want your opinions right now. Let's
Okay.
get some thoughts.
Because you know I love missing persons. That's my life.
Right.
So I've always my son is like addicted to what goes on in the forests, in the national parks. Actually, he's like, you got to check some of these, chart some of these, map some of these, and I've always felt like no. I've always stayed away from it. You know, everybody thinks about the guy that was unalived in the jail. Remember the famous guy that Mr. E?
Mm-hmm.
He had an office in Harvard, right?
Right.
And he was buddies with Bill Gates. So he was into transhuman. Okay? Big time. Billions of dollars. I have two theories that they have messed with that because there have been too many stories about creatures that have attacked forestry. I mean, like big animals.
Right.
I don't think it's portals, but because they don't find people. And when they do find them, their clothes are folded. It's just really weird, bizarre things that people are found miles away from the search sites.
A lot if they're found.
If they're found at all. Usually it's without a trace. Gone. Completely gone. So I don't know. I think it's a little weird.
That's
weird.
That's why we're pulling the card out. Especially for the last year, how things are changing, how there's unusual activity, and now we've got something in our outer space, and it seems to be coordinating in some way, underground and above ground, same as above as below.
Yeah, there's been a lot going on as far as like on the psychic wavelength type thing, and a couple other people that have informed me because of the and again I won't say where, but because of the bases inside the mountains and things, there's been a lot going on. There's a lot of underground experimental activity. Some of the people are gone from there. And usually when there's people missing, like in the forest, which there's forest around the mountains, and the experiments are going on, you're finding that there's usually cryptids there as well.
Right.
So the people that live there will see the cryptids and not really pay attention to what's happening as far as the missing individuals. So it's like kind of like a catch-22, but yet I'm feeling the cryptids. So
Right.
are they really cryptids or are they part of the experiments? Yeah.
Valid point. That's a valid, good point.
Yeah.
Especially, I'll give you my insight in just a little bit, but
Well, that's a good point. I'd never really thought about that, Susan, but you bring that up and it brings me to like, we know that there are populations of people that live in the mountainous areas, really over here in the East Coast. I'm sure everywhere where they're almost feral, if you will. They haven't been socialized. They haven't been everything. Did those people choose to do that, or were they put there because they were that way? Because of something they did to them?
That's a good point too.
Mm.
Feral mountain people.
Yeah.
Didn't even think about that one. That's a good one to bring out. Kevin says, I feel there is portal beyond the Sugarloaf Mountains, which is followed by many wood trees forest, if you will, as well. In there, yes, I have seen it in astral travel, leads me to TGE Dragon Realm. Very cool.
Dragon Realm. Oh.
Yeah, and I want to make sure we're going to read these because I know that y'all can't see them. And now that we are on our podcast side, we want to make sure our listeners get to hear the questions from the travelers as well. So I'll be reading those as much.
You want to read, or you want me to do it since you're?
If you don't mind,
I don't mind. I don't mind at all.
Because my mouth's
You just
going.
put them up, and I'll read them. Teamwork. Anunnaki supposedly made human-animal hybrids because possible GOV doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
We're all playing God. That's what
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heidi's
well,
I always think of the layers and layers of energies, not only in the forest but in caves and such, where then when crystals amp up energy. Yeah.
Yep.
well, Keith brought up again. I'm gonna bring Keith up real quick. He brought up the same issue subject that was about talking about crystals because we were talking about communication last night. And here we are. It's always about crystals. It always comes back to about crystals when it comes to humanoids. I found that interesting. I don't know about y'all, but
I had
very,
not heard that. Like, I
yeah,
hadn't seen that put together, but I guess it kind of makes sense.
yeah. Well, I mean, all of our ham radios, all your CB radios,
That's true.
all use a crystal. Even your cell phones, every single one of your cell phones has a small little type of crystal in it.
Yep. Everything does.
Yeah. So that's interesting.
Well, we never know what they're doing in the national forest. Let me tell you something we witnessed this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
We went out on the beach really, really early. And you have to understand where we were at the beach is a national park.
Mm-hmm.
It's protected. It's like and it's not very wide. I think at the widest part, maybe a couple miles wide. We
Hey,
went out
Rob.
early one
Hey,
morning and we see about 4 pickup trucks full of these guys, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they say they're park conservationists. They all have some sort of backpack and spray. And they were in like the more wooded, I wouldn't call it wood, but like the parts of the beach that have like the more shrubbery and stuff. Like they were walking through there spraying. When we came back through 3 or 4 hours later, they were still there doing the same thing. When
Yeah.
we left, they were, and my first thought was, oh, they're probably spraying for mosquitoes. Why would you spray for mosquitoes in September?
Yeah.
It's
Like,
true.
what are they? Is it a plant that's causing a problem, or is it something else? And we would never know because, like me, most people probably lean to they're doing something for the good. And not saying they were doing anything bad, but who knows what it was.
Very true.
You would think with the public coming out there and you could literally see them spraying some sort of mist. They would put, currently, treating for mosquitoes or something.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever it is, we're all out there breathing it.
Yeah. It makes you wonder what they are doing. And is the atmosphere with the ocean water mixing with something else to create something else? Maybe it's a bacteria that they're trying to keep rid of, and that tile and the human beings around it.
Right.
Which is, again, what did they do? Another man's F up?
They don't tell the truth half the time anyways, but that's
No.
just my opinion.
We're gonna talk about that tonight. I agree.
Well,
I agree too.
Like
Yeah.
all the stuff, that things like the species and stuff that aren't even supposed to be here never were here and suddenly they're here.
Mhm.
Yeah. Bull.
Exactly.
I mean, everything we taught in school. I was actually having a conversation, and I think, Rhonda, it was you and I. I don't recall. Or it was either me or you and me and Ryan. And we were talking about how when we were kids and everything that was in the books and everything we had talked about and how they said, oh, the fairy tales, it was all fairy tale. This is fairy tale this. And, where did the fairy tale rhymes come from, etc.
Right.
And here we are. We're waking up, and a lot of those things are coming to light. They are real.
Yep.
Yeah.
We're relearning.
Unlearn everything.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. Because if you look a lot of those fables and legends and fairy tales, there's some event in history that's similar to that.
Yeah, because a lot of things are actually loosely based on truth. And
Yep.
that's what it is. It's not accurate truth, but it's loosely based
Yep.
on some form of truth.
Yep. Absolutely. Let me shoot through these real quick because they're not questions, just statements. I want to make sure people are heard. Robert, of course, is poking out, says Gmo has Keith's glasses tonight. That's a story from last night. Heidi, I've heard of
Asher speaking of cryptids and the Anunnaki.
and I agree.
Yeah.
Keith is also at the lake.
Talking to spirit and the cryptids out here.
Amen.
Not all cryptids are bad.
Nope.
No, they're not.
I don't know if you can say cryptid is bad or good. What if it's just a natural being like all animals on this planet?
Well,
Right.
I feel like cryptids, elementals, all of that were put here, were created. And I say created because a lot of times they'll say that they're things, beings that the Native Americans created to protect land. I feel like they're all here to serve a purpose.
Okay, I'll go with
And
that.
when you interfere with that purpose, whatever is they're supposed to be doing, whatever their job is, that's when they play tricks on you and do the little naughty things.
Yep. Yeah.
All right, see, he said Nasal has jurisdiction over parts of the Grand Canyon where they found the caves with the Egyptian hieroglyphs.
And there were missing people in the Grand Canyons.
I got that. If I can get
Yep.
that video, I'm going to be playing that tonight because there is a retired canyon guard. Not really guard. I can't remember. It's like a forestry person.
Forestry.
We'll go with that. And he retired and he pushed himself out. He didn't want to do it anymore after what he saw, everything he was getting a part of, and then the reports of the missing people, and then the things that he did find. These people that are being found on ledges that were camping, they had camped on these ledges. They found bodies, and they're fully enclosed. Nothing wrong with them, but they're not with us. It's really kind of spooky, man.
Weird.
So Keith, thanks for bringing that out. I want to get that reminded of. There you go.
Me too, yes, Heidi, and in the bodies of water, I am sure.
Yeah.
There's like 1,600. He's got like 1,600 people that he's tracked.
Wow.
And it's phenomenal. They're just gone. And they've never seen them again.
Yeah,
Nothing.
never seen again.
No trace.
Now, with that being said, now that this will bring me up to where I am now, and I'll jump in here. Oh, definitely, Kevin. There you go. And Robert says, "Hello, everyone. Hello." So I think when it comes to at least the national forests, there is a possibility that some of these forest locations that you can't go into, they're supposed to be prohibited, could be possibly passages that lead down below.
Yep.
There's a good possibility. Do I believe that there could be cryptics? Well, you know what? After tonight, if you don't believe there's cryptids and they're not in the national forest, you need to do a lot more research and open your mind. Because the last year and a half after doing this research, I don't put it past anything anymore.
Right.
I also think it very well could be the government kidnapping our own people and using it for experimental or for other unhuman things. Ooh, I like the way I said that.
I like it too.
So,
And see, these are just the people we know that are disappearing.
right.
This is not even including the population of people that, are roamers, if you will, that don't ever get reported being missing.
Yeah,
That's
backpackers.
a huge number too.
It's
That's
huge.
Huge.
It's huge. I mean, think about it. Over 300,000 children are still missing. Where are they?
Right.
Okay, so bring that up. And what state has the highest missing of children right now?
Don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Virginia?
Virginia.
Wow.
Really?
We have over 300 missing children in the last 6 months right now.
Jesus.
We are the highest percentage rate of all the states. And there's people that are actually starting to go, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And they should.
They should.
What the hell is going on? Michelle Clacker Caps is in the house. All right, I'm going.
I absolutely believe there are truths within legends, lores, and myths.
Oh,
Yes.
absolutely.
Yeah, for sure, Heidi. Even in symbolism. Yep.
Yep.
No, absolutely.
I agree, guys. A lot of tales we took part in school, all resonating with something in our spiritual past.
Yep. Hey, Miss Linda, welcome to the
Linda.
show. I'm gonna from here, then I'll start everybody, and we'll come back to your questions or any of that. We gotta get going.
All right, it's all energies. I've been dealing with some nature spirits and elementals phase outside my bedroom window. My cat slept in that window, and I take that as I didn't have bad intentions. Exactly. I've been kind of studying elementals a lot the last month, and that's kind of just where everybody that has spoke at this in this class has kind of said, you know, they only misbehave if you interfere with what it is they're supposed to accomplish.
Right. You know, how many of y'all have noticed your animals being a little odd in their behavior? They're getting closer, clingy. They're becoming more attached.
Yeah.
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 Mine's always clingy.
Sarah and
Yeah.
I were talking about that the last 3 weeks, how Artie, our schizo one, has gotten really clingy to her, and Bugs has gotten close to me, and now our pup, Miss Molly, won't leave my side.
Yeah, Otis has been very attached. He's a dog as well, and he's been very attached lately. And he normally cats are the only ones that see spirits. Otis sees and growls at the spirits. If it's someone he knows, he wags his tail, but he's been growling a lot lately. So yeah, he's changed. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a really interesting. Thank you, Renee, and thank you for being here, of course. Different spot. Cool beans. And again, if we're going to get to questions, if we can. I did want to bring that up because we also know that the earthly vibrations can deal with your animals. So you got to listen and watch your animals. They could be telling us something. We need to listen a little bit more. And like he said, and Joni, y'all been talking about on the show, keep your eyes open.
Oh,
surroundings.
Next week, please do it.
Yeah, like
I can't say it enough.
Crows.
A lot of crows.
Yes, yes.
We don't have ravens around here. We've had ravens around here. And every time I go out, I'm seeing a raven. They're calling flocks and flocks of crows.
Yes.
I normally have crows around me all the time. I'm used to that. But these are big flocks of crows lately.
And they ain't small. These are big
ones.
Oh, they're big.
And they're inside this flock, you always find a raven.
And they're more colorful than normal, if that makes sense. Like their blues and their purples, which like are the sheen they have been on fire bright.
Yeah.
Yes.
Big time.
Yeah, their feathers have definitely got a red tint or a red hue to them now too, which is I find very interesting. All right, so let me hyper that. Let me get back up here. Now, before we go any further, let's go ahead. Let me take that off real quick. When we get back up to here, what I want to do now is I want to bring out some of the videos and listen to them. I'm not going to play the whole thing, especially if they're long, but enough to get a little clip so you get to understand. This will also give you the opportunity. You can go to YouTube, if you're not already there, and check some of the stuff out that we're going to put out, kind of like we do on What's Going Down, but because we're promoting everybody. But this is something you really should pay attention to. So let me bring that first one up. There we go. This one is, of course, by Kyle Hates Hiking, okay? And this is a 2-minute and 46-second one. Let's go ahead and roll that.
Unsolved Mystery in National Forest History. So I introduce you to a group of young men from Yuba City, California, all with mild intellectual disabilities or psychiatric conditions. On one cold, fateful February night, the 5 of them piled into Jack's Mercury Montego, and they drove 50 miles north to Chico, California, to watch a college basketball game between Chico State and their favorite team, the UC Davis Aggies. So the boys would watch their favorite team, UC Davis, go on to win that basketball game, and that victory was actually meant to motivate them for their own Special Olympics basketball game the very next day. As they were riding high from their favorite team's big win, on their way back home, they were spotted at a convenience store called Bears Market in downtown Chico right around 10 p.m. They all climbed back into the Mercury Montego, snacks in hand, and they left the market, seemingly heading for home. I mean, none of them wanted to miss their very first Special Olympics basketball game the next day, which makes it even more chilling that not a single one of the Yuba County 5 came home that night. No one had heard from them. No one had the first clue where they might have gone. And of course, logically, the authorities started by focusing on the expected route between Chico and Yuba City, where the boys actually lived. But then, a few days after the boys went missing, on February 28th, a forest ranger found the Mercury Montego abandoned on a remote, snow-covered road in Plumas National Forest. And just to give you some more perspective, this was nowhere close to where they were supposed to be. For some unknown, freakish reason, the car had been left nearly 70 miles northeast of Chico, in the complete wrong direction from the route that the boys should have taken to get home, despite using helicopters, snowcats, horses, and any other resources they could get their hands on. Teams were not able to find any additional sign of the boys. But then, in June, the snow started to thaw in Plumas National Forest, and when it did, it revealed some horrifying truths. On June 4th, a group of motorcyclists came upon a Forest Service trailer located at a campsite about 19 miles from where the Montego had been found. They peered inside, and when they did this, these random motorcyclists had just accidentally stumbled upon the remains of Ted Weir. They went on to find more human remains, one body on each side of the road. 2 days later, Jackie Hewitt was found by his own father. The final member of the Yuba County Five, the very last Gateway Gator, was tragically never found to this day.
See?
That's what I wanted to bring up. These are the interesting things. Why? What took place? The car is so far away from them, and they're in another place altogether, in unmarked, undisclosed. It didn't tell you that, but they're in 3 trailers that own nobody. Nobody claims to own these trailers.
Forestry.
Portal.
GOV.
Interesting, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It makes you wonder, what were they doing? And they didn't tell. Now, here's the other thing he did not tell you, because I'm sure he couldn't. The condition of their bodies. They were ripped apart, from what I've read on that. So go read it for yourself. Go look at the 5, and it'll tell you. The other interesting part is they were all special ed in a certain way. Special, their thoughts. And it wasn't physical, it was all mental. That's interesting within itself. I think there's something key to that. So I want to share that and let y'all see what we're talking about. I will go back here and let's get some questions in there or statements.
Kevin, I had this dream of walking in a forest somewhere, summer scene, and came across a set of stairs. What was that about?
Oh. That's you 3. I'll let y'all try to think about that one.
Yeah, if you see a set of stairs in the forest that is normally not there in real, not in a dream, don't go up the stairs. That's a portal to another realm, and sometimes has something to do with GOV. Other times it has to do with going into someplace really bad. So either way, don't go up the stairs, because you're not coming back out.
Well, hasn't there been tales of a door just being in the middle of a forest?
Yep, a door, stairs, all of it. Yep.
A lot.
Yep.
And these aren't tales, folks. This is the truth. They're just doors that go nowhere. They're sitting in a frame in the middle of the woods.
And there are more than one photographs of the vehicles that the foresters are in that have the claw marks all over them. Mm-hmm. I mean, they've got them. It's documented.
Yep. So makes you wonder about the upside down now, doesn't it? Mm. Are we connected or are we not connected? How many? Because something else was said, and I talked about this last night, that it's 4 up and 4 down. As is above, as it is below.
Right.
That's very interesting. And that came from someone we all know. And he was a part of that program. So I'm just like, wow. Mm-hmm. That was really interesting, because I asked him specifically about some questions. So
the 9 realms.
Yes. There we go.
Robert says the giant crystal cave is full of chemicals. You could only 15 minutes. My wife said something about missing children, world slave trafficking.
Yeah. Yeah. It could be. We don't know.
I really
But
do think that's a lot about recent children. I think the ones that I think a lot of recent like children that's been missing in the last year. I think a lot of are trafficking, but some of the ones before that, I'm not so sure.
gotcha.
I've done some ADHD super focusing on elementals. My dog and my cat have been thirsty. Paws Malone, which I love that name. Paws Malone follows me everywhere. He doesn't like being alone.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. It's really
Like I
odd.
said, I believe so, Kevin. I've seen them out there for a few years now.
Yeah.
Um,
Ooh, I've been seeing full-bodied, solid apparitions along with shadow vehicles passing me on the highway.
there you go. That's
You're
why.
driving
Yeah, I
too
will say
slow,
that.
Keith. Speed
Yeah.
up, Keith.
Speed up, I'll catch you.
Yeah, I will say that I've been experiencing more when I'm not investigating weird paranormal stuff. That just seeing somebody, then they're not there, and
Yep.
a lot of people that I know with abilities have been saying
Yeah.
that, and they've been hearing somebody just say, "Wow" or "cool."
Hey,
Like,
Cindy.
you know, I was sitting with a friend in a camper, and we were having a conversation about nothing, just BSing, and she literally heard "cool" out of nowhere.
Wow. I think it's going to get worse.
Yeah, yeah. Like I saw a apparition, I think last night. That I mean, everybody's saying it, and I've been seeing. I don't know if anybody, as far as the animals, even the wildlife animals, not just the crows. They seem to
Mhm.
be doing weird things they didn't do before.
Or going to places they didn't go before.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna before I read that, I am gonna talk to y'all about something that did happen to me over the week. Um, Sarah and I were getting ready for bed. It was about 11:30 at night. I love to have the fan on, the rotating fan, the big large one. I got to have it now because now I'm burning up and she's
Mhm.
freezing. It used to be the opposite. But I'm sitting there, we're getting ready. She already tucked herself in. She's laying on her side. As I'm sitting there and laying down, and what I felt the blanket at the bottom puff up and come back down. And I'm like, that's interesting. And I said, Sarah, the blanket just moved. And she goes, it's probably just the ghost. Just just like that. She
Yeah.
doesn't. She's like, after she's seen all the cabinet doors open, the kitchen, it's the ghost. So I'm like, okay, all right, sure. If he's what's that? And the curtains moving.
Oh yeah.
So I'm like, well, that's no. So I stand up to see if the cat's around or Molly. No, Molly was right below her and to my left. Couldn't have messed with that. And Schizo was out here. So, and that's Artie, by the way. I call him Schizo. Sorry. um, he's Schizo. Oh, and there's mine. Yeah, where's my buggy? I'm surprised he's not in the sink. Oh, he is in the sink. There you go. Long story. It's a sink, baby. I don't know. Anyway, so I found it very interesting because later that night, all this had taken place. I get up. I've been getting up at 2:44 every night the last week. 2:44 on the freaking dot. And I'm just, that's odd. So I get up that night at 2:44 and I saw a shadow come to the apartment. And that's what brought me because y'all were talking about shadows. I'm like, yeah, I did see one. And I didn't see a shadow person because I don't know what it was. It could have been a reflection from a car. We are on the third floor. But come on, we all know.
Yeah.
I'll share that with y'all.
They say that every waking up at certain times of the night, each has its own meaning. So you probably should. I don't know them. I just know they say there is. Google it and see what they say. I mean, some of it you can find two things. One, it's like a spiritual thing, like what's happened spiritually at that time that you're waking up, or what it can mean. But it also there's certain times if you wake up, it has something to do with like your body, like waking up at like 4. I don't know, like say I'm just making this up, but like waking up around 4, between 4 and 5 is like your liver, or so See what it says.
Oh man, I'm screwed. No. Han used to tell me that I need to, when I started doing that, that was my time to meditate. I should be taking time to meditate. So I'm like, I think it's time to start that. You know, I really do.
You know, Howie, I had that for a while, and it was always at 3. And I was like, what is this? Stop it. Spirit world, get off of Western, California time and stop it. I want to sleep. I'll knock this crap off. So I asked my friend Solomon, and he's over in Africa, and I go, why are they waking me up at 3? He goes, Joni, spiritual world is more active at night. Didn't you know that? And I'm like, no, I didn't know there was a difference of day and night in the spirit world. He's like, yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Keith
is saying pay attention to the owls.
No owls around here yet.
Pay attention to everything right now. Pay attention to everything.
We ran into some mystical owls at the beginning of the year on an investigation, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
Oh, I love them. I think they're neat.
Where was I here? Daggone it. Okay, we did the HD. Solar comet. The events been intense, yes. I'm trying to catch back up.
You wait.
I'm way up there, and I
solar events. We haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, I saw like 30 of them flying around my neighborhood. More than that today.
How interesting is this? But look at the amount of meteor showers we've had just in this year, though.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Intensive, and they all got names. They knew that these showers were coming.
Yep.
I don't recall ever having this many in one year.
They name everything up there. Everything has a name.
Yeah.
You should see all the asteroids, all the stars. They're all named.
Mm-hmm.
You probably have a star named after you, Howie. I'm going to have to look.
Edson or Howie or Orion? Which one are we talking about?
Oh, Orion is a good one.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
it's a good one.
Figured Susan and I turned around and an instant was a lollipop. Nope.
Yeah. Nope, not happening.
And yes, we were just talking about that, Keith. Rhonda.
Yep.
Yeah, eclipses tonight. Things may change overnight. Different in the morning, little things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been noticing that a lot.
It's a big one.
Like
even on my own walls. Has anybody else noticed that? I get up, there's something on my wall that was never there before. A color has changed. And it's like, really? Very weird.
Strange.
Very strange.
Look who made it.
Miss
Denise.
Miss
What's
Denise.
going on, lady? Hello.
Our Canadian friends.
Yeah.
He said around 3:30, spirit and ancestors coming through. Pay attention to that first thought or memory.
Yep.
It's true.
When I read that in the chat before you put it up, my first thought was, I think it all goes back to that trip you took the other weekend.
I'll go with that. Think so?
I do. If that means your ancestors and stuff are trying to make you pay attention to something, and you just went and traced ancestral stuff,
yes,
I
really think there's a correlation there.
Sure.
I guess I better start looking at 244 and what that means. I agree. That's a good point. That's a good point.
They need to get on Eastern time if they're going to come and say hi to me. I'm not like, no, just stop it.
Joni's like, don't talk to me. Just leave a Post-it note.
Leave it on the refrigerator. I'll call you back in the morning.
That's right. Like your buddy from Belle Grove. I'm like, get out of here. Go back up to Virginia where you belong. That was so funny. What's his name?
Baldwin.
God.
Don't talk too much. He'll come back.
No, he won't. I told him to get out.
Orion's belt.
So funny.
Yep, music has been a big one for me.
Yes.
Yes.
Words, certain words. I know the song by heart. certain words changed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Weird.
Like that's not supposed to be like that.
Yep. Yeah.
Or it seems like the lyric is in a different part in the song than it was. Like
Yep.
it's weird.
A lot of weird music stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, from Canada Koala. Okay. Not sure on that one. There we go. We're going with that one. Rock on, dude. Rock on. And timeline changes. Yeah, I agree with the timeline changes because we've been seeing a lot of time flexing and manipulating and shifting. I agree.
You have a whiteboard. Leave your message here.
I have a whiteboard in my back seat.
I wish it was that easy. I don't understand. Just write it on this whiteboard. Because half the time when we see the signs, even if we're not sleeping, we're like, what are you trying to tell me?
Right. You know what? I'm going to bypass this one. I think so. Let me go here. Y'all keep talking for a second. I'm going to look at something.
Robert, you're going to have to text me your number so I know it's you. But also, I was at the beach all weekend, so there's that.
Oh, you should have his number. He said he called you like 5 times. So that 5-time person, that was Robert.
I didn't even hear it because I had it on silent because we were like fishing and stuff. So
yeah,
I'll look and find it, Robert. Then I'll know it's you. That's why I didn't answer because I was on vacation. I didn't know who you were. I'm like, I don't know them.
Hey, Miss Peggy. Good to see you again. Been a while. Thank you for being here.
Kevin said Mandela's all about lately everywhere.
Yeah, I think it's, I don't know if that's personal perception or not. That's a good point. Could be for some people and not for others. That's the other thing.
Yeah.
So let me play this one more. And we'll go ahead and get this out of the way. This is the one that I thought was really cool. So check this out.
Okay.
And there's rumors floating around about something very sinister in those woods, but you never expect something so dark to be so true. People will tell you about the incredible history of that place and all of the scenic views that you just can't miss, but they always leave out the possibility of extremely strange disappearances. There is something very odd about that place, and we had no idea how strange and evil it was until we got there.
Now, this is Redwood National Park they're referring to in California. And this is about Dougie Corrado.
When you get to Redwood National Park, it feels like you're entering a complete different world. These trees that are there, these coastal redwoods, ancient and massive. You'll never see anything like it. Some of these trees are over 1,000 years old, standing over 300 feet tall. And when you get right up to these things, you completely outstretch your arms and try to hug it. Your arms don't even get around 1/3 of the circumference. But even in a place like that, filled with these massive giants, there's so many of them, even they start blending in together. But what really sets this forest apart, it's not just the sheer size of the trees, but it's about how dense and untouched that area is. You feel so isolated when you're there, and they have this unique fog that rolls through the trees, curling through them and encroaching on you like the fog is alive. The fog acts like the smell that's coming off a freshly baked cartoon pie, and it's searching for somebody's nose. But trails vanish without warning, swallowed by fallen trees and overgrowth. And sound doesn't carry the same way there. Voices sound muted and footsteps sound dull. It feels like us humans are too insignificant to be able to project our voices loud enough to be heard by the forest. It's the kind of forest that feels indifferent to people being there. Like there's something much bigger going on there. Like there's a game being played that we have no say in, and we're forced to play by its rules. Everybody's experienced this. They have a close friend that went through something horrible, and they're in a complete rut, and you feel obligated to get them out of it. So I was dealing with something like that in my personal life a few years back. My friend Tyler had went through something absolutely horrible. I'm not going to tell you about it because it's not entertaining, and it's also his personal business. But I felt like as a friend, I needed to get him out of this hole. He had reached out to me and asked for help, which was great. And he had been in this cycle of isolating himself and not leaving the house, and he was grieving. And the one thing that I always do when I need a pick-me-up, if life is beating me down, the best thing for me is to get out in nature. There's nothing quite as healing as it. Nothing fills your heart and soul more than fresh air, good exercise, scenic views, and quality time with people that you like. But this situation was a little bit different. Tyler was in a bad spot, so I knew that I had to get creative and I had to figure out something that could actually get his life back on a good path. So I was doing all of this research on locations, where I should take him, who I should go with, who we should bring, and if I'm being totally transparent with you, I felt like we needed a real professional with us. Not just a park ranger or a guide or a scout. I felt like we needed somebody who specialized in what Tyler needed in that moment. And I found this guy named Reed, who is formerly a park ranger, but now led these wilderness healing retreats. And I know that sounds a little bit sketchy, maybe a little hippy-dippy. You might get yourself into a bad situation, enter a cult, but I really looked into this, and this guy seemed legit. There was no fluff around this service. It was a guy that knew the parks, knew about grieving, knew about emotional trauma, and knew how to get people out of it. And he offered a great service, so I took it upon myself to sign up Tyler, and I decided to go with him because I didn't want to just send him off into the wilderness with strangers. I wanted to show support as a friend. So when I brought it to Tyler, the first thing that he did was roll his eyes and say, "Why would you sign me up for something like that?" But about 10 minutes later, he hugged me and said, "Thank you, I'll do it." Because it's not like he had any other solutions. He wasn't going and finding help. It didn't take much convincing for him to realize that I was just trying to help him, and he needed the help. So a few weeks went by and we flew over to California, and we went to the lodge where we're supposed to meet this wilderness guide named Reed. And this place really is in the middle of nowhere. It is like 5 hours north San Francisco, like you're almost in Oregon, and you're in the Redwoods National Park, like the redwoods, massive trees, incredibly dense forest. Like, this isn't a beginner's hike. You need a professional with you. So we meet Reed at the lodge. He's very welcoming. He seems like an absolutely good guy, as advertised. And he tells us what we're going to be doing. And the plan was for all of us to get into his van. Then we had to drive to some establishment where they gave us a code that unlocked a fence to get into one of the parks. I'm not an expert on that. So we waited about 10 minutes for the other people to show up, and it was 2 people and a dog, which was an absolute pleasant surprise that we weren't just doing it alone. The other 2 people that signed up for this were named Nate, and the other one was named Becca. They didn't know each other, and Nate was the one that brought his dog named Indy. It was this very well-trained German short-hair pointer. And obviously these people are total strangers to us. That's not going to stop us from being very polite to them, so we introduce ourselves, and we're trying to figure out, like, why are they here? And when I was talking to Becca, I wasn't picking up why she was here. She was bubbly, excited, acting as if this was just a regular excursion that she was super pumped for. On the surface, I couldn't see what issues that she was dealing with, but when it came to the other guy, Nate, I could see his issues on his face. The man looked like he was on his last leg. He had big bags under his eyes. He had the look in his eyes as if he had almost given up. Like, I'm talking battling severe depression. He was polite and everything like that, but there's some people that wear their stresses on their face. And immediately, I was happy that he was here, because I was in a pretty good place in my life. And helping my friend Tyler get out of his dark place felt pretty fulfilling to me. And now that I was seeing that there was other people here, I was excited to see these people struggling overcome their traumas. And Nate clearly needed it. So we all pile into the van with Reed. He gets the code from the person that dishes out codes, national parks, drives us to the gate, unlocks the gate, and drives us into the parking lot of the trailhead. We knew that we had signed up for a multi-day camping trip. Reading the exact itinerary. We knew that there was a lot of hiking involved, we knew that there was legitimate camping involved, and we knew that we were supposed to go to very beautiful scenic places and see some historical stuff. But other than that, we didn't really know what to expect. And we didn't wait very long. Once we parked, we were out of that van and we started moving. Reed was pretty vague about what we were doing, but what I realized right away was that Reed was good at his job. He didn't start off with this detailed itinerary of step 1, you guys are going to do this. Step 2, you're going to release all your tension. Step 3, you're going to be healed. The man just started talking to like a regular guy. He had an upbeat personality. He was very personable. He was very compassionate and empathetic when he would speak to people. He had a good way of getting people to open up, not about their emotions or about what they were grieving about, but just about themselves and things that they're in, to draw their real personality out. And Reed was totally aware that I was only there to support Tyler. So there was definitely a dynamic where he wasn't talking to me like that. He knew that I was fine. I'm a supporting friend here. And
Cliffhanger.
Where's the rest?
I want to
Why
know
did
more.
I do that? Do y'all really want to go through that? I can tell you, this thing is about an hour Let me make sure this is right. Let me verify. Yeah, it's an hour long, but it is worth it. And I know it's a cliffhanger, and I did that perfect because I want you guys to go.
Tell
look
us
at it.
what
Go
happened.
check out.
Tell us what happened.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say there's a reason they say what the hell's going on in there. Did you not notice at the very beginning of the story how he said this guy had to go to a gate and put a code
Yeah.
in?
Government.
I'm not going to say anything more than that. Y'all think about
Yeah.
that one. Why?
Why?
But I can put this. I'll put this out there in chat.
Yeah.
Out there, I could put it on the fan page. Let you
Well,
guys
did they
see
make?
it. So
Did they
you know
all
it is.
make it out okay?
No.
They didn't.
Wow.
Did his buddy make it out with him? No. Did he make? Well, of course he made it out. Maybe.
That's going to be the interesting part, isn't it?
Well, I'm not going to watch it
gotta
before I
see
go to bed because I
Me
won't
too.
sleep. No, I won't go to sleep.
What is this guy? Who's this guy that does this podcast? What's his name again?
Okay, this gentleman's podcast is called The Dougie Corrado. Dougie Corrado.
Is this really a true
COR.
story?
It's a true story. Yep, I believe it. Just like Kenny was saying. Sorry, Robert. Robert says, he says, this guy asked more questions than I've seen. This post is so real deal. And he is. He's a real deal. Hey, Mish, how are you? Welcome and thank you. Kev did say the varied energies in there. Oof, what a blend. Oh, absolutely. Redwood Forest, another location that people are like, what? But you think about it. And Keith said something. I think it was Keith. Keith, wasn't it you? Yep. No, it was Renee, Tree of Giants. Now that makes me think about the Canadian trees of life. That we've seen many videos of these trees walking through the side of the mountain. It's incredible. So we're at 8:02. We've gone over
Going
a
out
little
of
bit.
what we're all going ready to go do.
I'll be too scared. I'll have to watch.
Oh, heck no, I'm watching.
Not me.
A man will be watching it with me.
I'll send it over to y'all in just a second. And all of you that are here, you want to check it out, go over to the Rift Nation Network on Facebook. I'm going to put it right there in the wall so y'all can watch it right there too.
That was awesome.
Susan and Joni, thank
you're
y'all so much for
welcome.
joining
It was
us.
great to join.
And I'm really looking forward to the things that are coming out. We got a lot of great guests coming out. Don't miss Joni's show on Wednesdays and Susan on Thursdays. And Joni also sits in with Keith.
Yep.
Which that's where I first saw them, both on the Otters Den. And I like the Formula Gun back getting home. Absolutely. I only have gotten here. I know, Mish. I'm sorry. Sorry. Oh, I've got to remember 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Eastern.
I'm doing pretty good for anyway. Yeah, for some of y'all don't know, my mouth's all messed up. Yeah. Absolutely. Thank you, Linda. Thank all of you travelers. We truly appreciate you being here and your support. Check us out next Sunday. Also, get ready for G3 tonight at 9 p.m. If you can make it, come meet it. We're going to talk nothing but paranormal. That'll be Sean Elliott and Ronnie Anderson and myself. I'll be letting them doing a lot of talking. But then again, I want to thank everybody. Thank y'all so much. And Rhonda, thank you as always.
Bye.
Have a great week.
Good week, everyone.
Bye.
Always remember, keep moving forward. May virtue be yours. We'll see you on the other side.
Bye.